Then the final warning comes. Quieter, but more impactful than the first two. My dad's recliner has a handle on the side to put the footrest up and down. Whenever he pulls it, it clicks, and the footrest snaps back into place. Click, snap. That is our final warning that he's not happy and is coming our way. That means it's go time. Both of us take off in two different directions. It is pure survival at this point. We already know every angle and exit strategy in the house from previous nights. We're like bank robbers who studied the quickest routes out. I head toward the stairs, pretty sure I can beat Jay. While it may not be pretty, the truth is the one who gets out ahead initially has a better chance. And we both want to be ahead. At the top of the stairs, I veer left into my room. I'm lucky because my bed is tucked into the corner. If I dive under and crawl far enough and fast enough into the back corner, my dad can't reach me. I can tighten up into a ball and don't have to worry. Whichever direction his arms come from, I can move just a little bit and stay out of the way. Eventually, he'll get frustrated and leave, oftentimes to go find Jay. It doesn't feel like I've won anything. My brother doesn't fare as well. His bed is in the middle of his room. When he goes underneath, my dad can move around the bed as Jay shifts from side to side. My dad ultimately grabs his ankle and pulls him out from underneath. Sometimes I think Jay has the worst of it for the simple reason of the bed location. If I'm not home, Jay goes straight for my room instead. Once caught, we know what is coming. On the Brussels sprouts night, I peer into Jay's room and see Jay hanging upside down with his ankles in my dad's left hand. My dad is big enough and strong enough that he can hold us like that in one hand and pull his belt off with his right hand. I can hear it coming through the loops. It's a sound I will never forget. Have you ever had a firecracker go off right behind you when you didn't expect it? That's the physical reaction I had. It was a developed response. When my dad pulled his belt from his pants, it was as if someone dropped a firecracker. My body tightened up. Every single muscle shook. Thoughts would run through my head. How do I get out of here? Where do I go? Later, my stomach would be upset, and my head would hurt. I didn't understand why at the time, but it was likely the adrenaline. And there was always the constant underlying question. How do I get out of this situation? Or better yet, how do I make sure this doesn't happen again? There are nights I still wake up with the sound of the belt and the screams that always followed it echoing in my mind. But the visual that I can never let go of occurred the next morning. Maybe it was the morning after the Brussels sprouts night, maybe another morning. It doesn't really matter. There were a lot of next mornings. I woke up a little later than Jay, and when I walked into the bathroom, he was in the bathtub. My mom had drawn warm water and filled the tub with Epsom salts. She sat next to the tub, close enough to twirl her hand in the water, almost like a man-made jacuzzi. She spoke softly to Jay, or not at all. When I asked what she was doing, she said that the salts would help the swelling go down. She was trying to hide the welts on Jay's lower back and behind. I never thought of my dad as a monster. I still don't. I didn't think what he did was out of the ordinary at the time. I grew up in a farm community in upstate New York. It was the kind of place where you went out in the orchards and cornfields to play and went home again when you heard the bell. Many of my friends and I would share stories about why we got in trouble, but we never spoke about what happened in terms of punishment. Someone might be sporting a bruise or would say their butt was sore, or someone might say, "I forgot to do my chores. My dad is going to kill me." We all knew what that meant. You did something wrong, your dad would take care of it. The consequences were understood.